All right. Hello, everyone. It is Saturday, February 13th, 2021. We have an urgent breaking news situation on the subway. Awful that I gotta report this, but we have two stabbings that have happened in the overnight hours, all on the A line. One incident in Queens and another in Manhattan. I will just mention that no mention has been brought up on New York One. I'm checking their website. I mean, I understand that we have another city council election coming up, but give me a break here. You know, this should not be on the homepage of New York One. And you know what the media is fascinated with today, right? You know what they're fascinated with? They're fascinated with the impeachment trial. You know no one's gonna care at New York One's end. Give me a break. Look at this. Corey Johnson, Catherine Garcia, nothing about this on their website. Nothing. But then when they have public safety, January crime stats, major crimes down compared to a year ago, but shootings are up. And this got enough coverage. I'm even though again, you know how I feel about CWU Local 100. You know, there has to be something done against transit workers who get assaulted. Especially spit on. Nothing. Nothing at all. So, let's see. Do we have anything in Queens about this? Let's see. Nope, nothing in Queens. Nope. Nope. What about public safety? Pull that up. Nothing. So we have to get our news from AM New York. Again, thank goodness for AM New York. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to report this. So, I actually want to thank Loud Labs for breaking this. Loud Labs New York was the first to actually report this. Out of any other media source we have right now, Loud Labs New York City was the first on the scene last night when this first broke. So, whoever runs Loud Labs New York City, I want to thank you because we didn't find this out from Loud Labs. Oh boy, this would be a big problem. So let's get into this article from AM New York. Alright, detectives are investigating two deadly stabbings on the opposite ends of the A line in Queens and Manhattan within a span of 2 hours between Friday night and Saturday morning. Police sources said they are investigating a possible link between the two cases with further details about the incidents expected to be provided later today at 1 p.m. at a press conference at One Police Plaza in Lower Manhattan. The first victim, an unidentified man, was found stabbed while seated on board an A train at the Mott Avenue Far Rockaway Queens station at 11:20 p.m. on February 12th. Officers from Transit District 23 and the 101st Precinct discovered the man on a bench inside one of the train cars with stab wounds to his torso and neck. Responding EMS units pronounced the victim dead at the scene. Police have not disclosed his identity pending family notification. 2 hours later, cops in Manhattan respond to the fatal stabbing of a woman on board an A train at the West 207th Street station in Inwood. The line's northern terminus at about 1:21 a.m. on February 13th. The discovery was made during the nightly overnight closure period of the entire subway system when train cars are disinfected to guard against the spread of coronavirus. Cops from NYPD Transit District 3 and the 34th Precinct were responding to a 911 call, found the 44-year-old woman under the seats on board one of the train cars with several stab wounds to her body. EMS units also pronounced her dead at the scene. So, very disturbing that two homicides have been reported on the same train line, all in the same period in one evening. You know, very disturbing. So far, no arrests have been made. Oh, and then look at this. You have Sarah Feinberg and and you have Tony Utano making a statement. Ugh. And I'm in agreement. You know, we really need more cops in our subways. You know, we really do need that right now. You know, I'm just very disgusted. You know. Okay, as far as service impacts along the A line, they suspended service between Broad Channel and Far Rockaway Mott Avenue early Saturday morning. They had to make A trains run along the Rockaway Park shuttle, and they provided shuttle buses between Broad Channel and Far Rockaway Mott Avenue. And here's what makes things even worse. They're doing a project on the Atlantic line this weekend. So, trains have to start and end in Jamaica this weekend. Oh boy, but just disturbing, you know? Very disturbing. 2 homicides. 2 homicides. One night. You know? In fact, hang on. Let me see what happens if I go on Google, because let me see if I can even get you a video. Or walk away stabbing. Let's see. Can I get you a video? Let me get you a video. Let's see. Yeah, I might be able to get you a video. Here we go. I just gotta wait for the ad to play and then... Oh, look at this. Channel 7 only spent 48 seconds on the story. 48 seconds! Couldn't send a reporter to Far Rockaway. Unbelievable. Wait, let's see what Channel 7 said.
Breaking overnight, police are investigating 2 murders on the A train. The newest or latest happened just before 1:30.
Oops, sorry, folks. I will fix that. Gamer! What happened? I will fix that. There we go.
Breaking overnight, police are investigating 2 murders on the A train. The newest or latest happened just before 1:30 this morning at West 207th Street and Broadway. Police found a 44-year-old woman stabbed to death and under a bench on the subway. Hours earlier, also on an A train, police in Far Rockaway found a man stabbed to death on a bench in an A-line train. This was at the Mott Avenue and Beach 22nd Street station. Police are looking into whether or not these 2 stabbings are somehow connected. Mike.
Yep. Couldn't even send a reporter over there. When I was watching the 9 a.m. newscast this morning, they had Marcus Solis cover indoor dining. Who cares about that? This is an epidemic of crime going on right now. Oh my God. Ugh. Alright, so before we wrap this up, let me just check to see if CBS NY had coverage on their YouTube channel. Oh, speak of the devil, look at this. 38 seconds. 38 seconds.
Breaking news, 2 people were found stabbed.
Let me rewind this.
Breaking news, 2 people were found stabbed to death in 2 separate incidents on the A train overnight. Police found a 44-year-old woman with multiple stab wounds on board a train at the West 207th Street and Broadway station in Washington Heights at about 1:30 this morning. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Just 2 hours earlier, officers found a man with multiple stab wounds sitting on board a stopped A train at the Mott Avenue and Beach 22nd Street station in Far Rockaway. He was also pronounced dead. Police are investigating a possible connection between the 2 cases.
So there you go, 37 seconds. Nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to care. And lastly, let me just check Loud Labs. Wow, look at this. At least Channel 4. I'll give Channel 4 credit. Channel 4 spent 3 minutes on this. So let's watch Channel 4's video.
Right now at 6 a.m., subway violence. 2 deadly stabbings, 1 on each end of the A-line. The latest on a troubling trend across the city.
All right, Raph, thank you. Well, right now, the search is on for the attacker in a deadly subway stabbing in Queens and another in Upper Manhattan. And this is something that we've been reporting on with far too much regularity of late, and it's part of a trend that has really been increasing this week.
Yeah, we've been covering that many times. Today, New York's Anjali Hempel is in Far Rockaway, Queens for us this morning with details on these latest acts of violence. Anjali?
Well, good morning, Gus and Pat. We still have a very active scene out here as the NYPD continues their investigation. They are still looking for a suspect in this deadly stabbing and yet another disturbing act of violence on the subway in just the last few hours. We are just learning this morning. Take a look. I want you to see some video of this crime scene from earlier. You can actually see that train stopped on those elevated tracks where we believe that body was found. It was just before midnight when police say they responded to a 911 call about an unconscious man aboard the A-line train stopped at the Mott Avenue and Beach 22nd Street station. When police arrived, they discovered that that man was also covered in stab wounds to his neck and his chest, and EMS pronounced him dead. And in just the last few minutes, guys, we also are learning of another stabbing aboard an A train at West Street and Broadway station. We don't know much about that, only that the victim is a woman. She was pronounced dead, and at this point, police do not believe these incidents are connected. But these all happen to be the latest incidents in a string of subway violence this week and in recent months. On Tuesday, an unprovoked attack in the Bronx where police say a woman shoved another woman off a subway platform. On Thursday night, a man waiting for the 1 train at the Christopher Street station was approached by another man who police say then punched him in the face before stabbing him in the stomach. And then, of course, earlier that day, police say someone shoved a 72-year-old man to the ground as he was waiting for the 7 train at Bryant Park. All very disturbing incidents here. The MTA saying overall there has been a drop in subway crime, but there has been an increase in burglaries, robberies, and even murders over the last year, despite a 70% drop in ridership. Meanwhile, back out here live, the Mott Avenue station here, still roped off by police, and you can see riders waiting outside here, not being allowed back in. They continue to search for a suspect in this stabbing, and the victim has not yet been identified. For now, we're live in Far Rockaway this morning. Anjali Hempel, today in New York.
With trouble on both ends of the A this morning.
So there you have it. I gotta say, Channel 4, big kudos. They spent almost 3 minutes covering this. 3 minutes. That's a big deal. Alright? So, hopefully we're going to get more details about what happened later today at the press conference. Remember, it's the weekend, so we don't know when we're even going to get local news with other stuff going on, but I'm sure there'll be more details about this. Again, they're going to have a press conference at 1 o'clock later today at Police Plaza, so again, folks, epidemic of crime continues in our city, and we have to do what we can to stop it. Thank you all for watching.